Welcome guys, welcome to Mlb Dfs Pre-Lock Live Friday night. Pete Cole here. I was supposed to have a co-host, but Adam got tied up. So you guys are stuck with me again, but you're used to me. So, but welcome everybody. Starting now early, so this will be on demand for the last hour also. So big slate tonight. Also got a lot going on here at yourfielderschoice.com. Sale going on, $50 a month or $25 a month or $50 the first 2 months. It's our college football sale. So you get your first 2 months for $25 each per month. We cover all sports, but our niche sports are a specialty, and we've been crushing. We started CFL yesterday, Canadian Football League. That's going well. We'll have live streams on that every week, in-depth articles and so on. So look forward to that. The college football coming up in like 3 weeks. What else we got going on now? We got golf showdown tomorrow. We got the Olympics still. 2 games tonight for the men, 10:30, and I see the women's 3 a.m. tomorrow. 2 games. I really haven't found the women's, but you got the women's early tomorrow morning. I see Sunday Summer League starts back for NBA. DK's covering that. Of course, we got MLB every day. We got the Sunday night baseball Sunday night. I have a showdown article for that on Sundays. We got NASCAR. Tomorrow's got a lot going on. We got the trucks tomorrow at 12:40. Xfinity, 4 p.m. Our guy Big E, Eric, does a great job on that. Sunday, 3 p.m. is the Go Bowling at the Glen, the big NASCAR race. Eric will have that information out. He also does the esports. He's got a lot of great stuff for CSGO. I see he's got some good spreadsheets and so on. So check us out. You can't beat that. All sports included, everything for $25 a month the first 2 months. And you look at our winning lineup room. It's a free Discord. We do have some premium rooms, but look at our winning lineup room, and you'll see all kinds of green. So, especially in MLB the last week or two, we've been really crushing. So let's get right to MLB. It's a huge slate tonight. A lot of offense. Weather, I guess we can start with. Also, any of you guys that are watching, just throw questions in the chat. Either I'll try to answer them or admin will. But weather right now, there's really no weather tonight. Nothing that I see to worry about. I don't think there's anything that's going to cause any kind of postponement. No. Little chance of showers in Atlanta, and chance of showers early in the Colorado games. We got a Coors game tonight. So no weather. That's good. Vegas. We call Vegas up right now, see if anything has changed over the last couple hours. The highest implied tonight, even though it is a Coors slate, is the Yankees at 5-8, going against Marco Gonzalez in Seattle in Yankee Stadium. They're the highest at 5-8. They've stayed steady all day at that same number. Then below that is Tampa at 5-5. I'm going up against Baltimore in Baltimore and Oriole Park, Hitters Park. I actually like the Orioles on the other side of that too. Game stack the Orioles, probably going to be lesser owned, but both teams. And then you got Cincinnati at 5.5, of course, in Great America Small Park. Then after that, a bunch of 5-run teams tonight, 5-4 for the Astros, and finally the Rockies 5-4. And then too many even say after that. So it's a big hitting night. We got to get our pitching right though, and you still want to leave enough money for these bats. I'm not used to having this 5 p.m. start, so I started lineups aren't out yet. So just kind of bear with me. I'll be trying to look at lineups as we're talking here. But what else we got? So let's just start with pitching then, because we got to figure out the pitching. And our cheat sheet has been updated. Just got updated 5 minutes ago. Anybody that's new, our cheat sheet has been around for, I would say, at least 7 years. We're constantly working on it. So live document when we were Daily Fantasy Solutions. I mean, back then it was the best in the industry. I still say it is. I've been playing DFS for 10 years now, and not just saying this is my company, but it's one of the best cheat sheets on there. So I'm going to kind of try to refer to that as we're talking, especially with our ownership projections and any other stats. I also have my top plays article out that just got posted for you premium members. You can check that out as we're talking. But let's start pitching. So right now, it's the big ass slate. One pitcher is pretty much the popular pitcher right now on DK, especially on DK. It's Corbin Burns at 45%. Especially on DK's price is a little funky on FanDuel, but at 10K on DK, he's your SP1. There's no doubt about it. So it's not the greatest pitching slate, but it's not horrible. I think Burns still the top guy. He's probably has the most upside on the slate. He's a righty, 1.89 xERA, 36% strikeout, which is elite. The Giants are a tough lineup, but once again, when you're dealing with elite pitchers like Corbin Burns, this is a guy that's going for a Cy Young right now. You really don't have to worry about that. You just run out a guy like Burns and just let him do his thing. Right now, I said 36% strikeout, 18 starts. He's had 20 plus DK points in 7 of his last 10 starts. A couple of them starts actually at 43 points plus DK. And actually, the Giants have been striking out. I just saw a stat where they lead the MLB in strikeout rate in the last 14 days. So Burns is our number one. Now I'm talking cash here. For SP2, on DK, looking at our projections, the favorite is going to be Chris Bassett, and I agree with that. He's right now on my SP2. I pretty much have three pitchers in mind for cash. Bassett is my guy. I mean, Bassett's the type of guy I've always thought he's a better real-life pitcher than DFS pitcher, but he's really turned around this year, even become a better pitcher. He's not the flashiest guy in the world, but he's also the most likeliest guy in the slate to throw 100 pitches. And in DFS pitches, your pitch count is important. You want a guy that's going to throw 100 pitches, that's going to go 7 innings, and that's Bassett. I mean, right now he's going to strike out per inning, which is great for him. He's facing the Rangers, strikeout prone. Pretty much the team's given up, and he's in the Coliseum, which is pitcher friendly. So you're going to see Chris Bassett. I have no problem with him in being even SP1. So to me, on a slate like this, he's just as good as Burns, especially when Burns is facing the Giants. So Bassett's got a better matchup. So for me on DK, it's Bassett and Corbin Burns in cash. I mean, the problem is you're talking almost $20,000, and we gotta hope you find enough value. If you want to drop a little bit, my other guy I'm thinking about for DraftKings for SP2 is B. Marquez for Colorado. Now remember, he is in Coors, and he's going to be lower owned. People, as soon as they see Coors, they're afraid to use a pitcher. But he's done great all year at Coors. Now you're looking at this total. It's pretty low for, let me see, there's a change. The course total right now, it's 9.5. So it's actually dropped. You don't usually see a course slate as a 9.5 over under. So that's telling us something right there that Vegas likes Marquez. He's actually been better at home. He's got 3.29 ERA at home, 3.83 ERA on the road, 2.66 WOBA against, 300 on the road. So at 8.4, it's a good price. He's going up against Miami. We've been picking on Miami all year. It's another team that doesn't have great offense. They're kind of done for the year. They're building for the future. So at 8.4, if we can get 16, 18 points out of Marquez, we're making value. And 7 of his last starts, he's got 20 DK points. He's hit. And he's topped 20 points 4 times. So Marquez is right there with those 3. So I have no problem if you want to slide in Marquez even over a Burns or Bassett for your other SP. But the popular play right now is going to be Burns and Bassett from DraftKings. On DK, it's looking like Bassett's going to pop. FanDuel, Bassett's probably going to be a popular play and it's showing up on our cheat sheet. Then Burns on FanDuel, where on DK, he's only $200 cheaper. So, and I totally agree with that. I think Bassett should be the play on FanDuel, especially with the matchup. Any other pitchers? You got Adam Wainwright, and Wainwright does get a boost now because he is pitching against Kansas City, and Salvi Perez just got scratched. So now he's looking at a Kansas City lineup, man. That's got Nicky Lopez batting 2nd, Emmanuel Rivera batting 6th, Jared Dyson 7th, Karen Gallagher 8th. You got Mike Minor batting National League Park. So Wainwright gets a boost also. I'd have no problem throwing him in there. I just think Burns, Bassett, and Marquez are in better spots. But Wainwright, especially his price is 9.5. Wainwright's right up there too. I wouldn't argue if you say you're going to use him. Anybody else I'd be looking at for, especially like for GPPs, not Kyle Gibson, I guess. I'm a huge Gibson guy. Now he's with the Phillies. He's a vet. He has seen negative regression, which we knew was going to happen in the last couple of weeks. His K per 9's gone down to 7.45. It's kind of down from what's beginning of the year. But he's going against the Mets. We know the Mets can struggle at the plate. He's got a decent floor though. He's been around, 33 years old. So you should get a floor out of him. I really don't mind him in GPPs. And the Mets got a 121 ISO in the last 14 days. Second worst mark in baseball. So GPP only though. Kyle Gibson, anybody else? I also don't mind. Let me see, Logan Webb for the Giants. I could run him out in a GPP. And I'm telling you, there's not a real lot that I really like there. It's probably it. Everybody else is pretty much the same. You got David Price, I guess. Maybe Price in GPPs. He's actually been done pretty well when he's pitched. 7 starts, 355 ERA, 3.83 xFIP, decent, 20% strikeout rate, 20.5. Low price tag because his price tag is low, but he's been pretty much a reliever this year. Last 3 starts, he's been over 65 pitches. We should see him probably at 70 pitches tonight. So, yeah, I can see running him out of GPP. Gets a good matchup against the Angels. Angels are really struggling right now. And Price is a 193 favorite. So, add Price to that list of GPPs. So, add Price, Logan Webb, maybe a little Kyle Gibson, Wainwright, if you don't use him as a cash play, probably maybe a little Wade Miley. That's it for pitching. All right, and I said I totally agree with the cheat sheet. It's showing us use Burns and Bassett and DK and run a Bassett and FanDuel, and you're good. All right, so let's run around the bases quick. Starting with catcher. Now that we know Salvi Perez is out, looking at ownership on we're talking cash here on our cheat sheet. Nobody's running away with the ownership right now. We're looking at the top play for ownership-wise is Kyle Higashioka for the Yankees. And I do agree with that in cash. I wrote Higashioka up actually as one of my top catching plays tonight in my top plays. Higashioka is batting 8th tonight against Marco Gonzalez. Gonzalez is a lefty. Higashioka is a righty. Higashioka's got some pop. So no problem running Kyle Higashioka out there tonight. He's 313 ISO, 402 WOBA against lefties. That's great numbers, really. It's close to elite numbers. Well, Marco, on the other hand, Gonzalez has given up a 299 ISO, 416 WOBA to right-handed bats. And now he's in Yankee Stadium, Hitters Park. Higashioka is my top play at catcher. A couple other plays I do like. and see if our cheat sheet does agree. You got Carson Kelly, and Carson Kelly actually in our cheat sheet looks like he's about the second ranked catcher. We're looking at about 8% ownership. It may pop up. Is Arizona's lineup out yet? I don't see it out yet. He's been either batting like cleanup first or third, so he's somewhere in the top of the order. And Kelly has dropped down. Oh, here's some news. Roman Laureano has been suspended 80 games for PED. Ooh, what happened as a top play tonight? So Ramon Laureano of the A's just got suspended for PEDs, 80 games. All right, sorry to change subjects, but where are we? All right, catcher. So my other catcher said it's Carson Kelly, especially a matchup tonight because Kelly is going up against a lefty. We know Carson Kelly has crushed lefties his career since he's been at MLB. Nothing different this year. Going up against Ryan Weathers. He's got 354 ISO elite, 504 WOBA elite, 354 batting average. And Carson Kelly has dropped all the way down to 2.8. He's now considered punt territory for me as a catcher. So definitely you can use Kelly if you don't like Higashioka. Is also a $400 difference, $200 difference. The other catcher I like tonight is Mike Zunino. Zunino is Tampa's lineup out. Let me see. Zunino probably doesn't start tonight. The nights I like Zunino, he doesn't start. Yep, he's starting. He's bat 8th against John Means. Mike Zunino totally crushes lefties. He's doing it all year. 473 ISO, 477 WOBA, 311 batting average. This is a bomb call tonight. These are the type of pitchers that Zunino can hit. And that's the type of guy that's like John Means, the type of guy that Mike Zunino can take yard. So look for Zunino. He's my home run call probably for tonight, especially against a guy said like Means who hasn't looked really good since he came out the IL. Other plays, you see Mitch Garver in play against Greinke. He's a reverse splits hitter. And it's really maybe Pedro Severino in GPP or stacks against Yarbrough. But pretty much our cheat sheet's telling us the same thing. We're looking at Higashioka as our top play. Then we're looking at Carson Kelly and Mike Zunino. So I'm totally agreeing with the cheat sheet here, all three of our plays here. If you become a premium member, the cheat sheet does come with it also, guys. So $25 a month, first 2 months. Cheat sheet's got FanDuel price, DK price, your Vegas implied, bat in order, their hand, they lefty righty, their WOBA, ISO, their ranking that. This is going back 2020 and 21 stats. And then your FanDuel and DK ownership all on one page. And then we tell you if it's a punt value, cash, so on. All right, so first base. First base right now, I think first base right now is loaded. It's crazy. So this is probably when I would refer to the cheat sheet. And right now, nobody is running away with it because there's so many good plays at first base. You can go way up, or you can punt it. I probably want to end up going way up tonight, but I just think there's too many good plays. To me, you got Matt Olson, total crush spot. And let's get this out of the way with the A's. Tonight the A's are facing Folty. I'm gonna butcher his last name. So Mike Folty for the Rangers. Folty right now is giving up 31 home runs in 111 innings. So that works out to 2.79 home runs per 9. That's the highest of any MLB pitcher since the last round of expansion, 1998. So that's going back 22 years. Exit at 5.68, 16% strikeout rate, too low, 44% fly ball, 46% hard contact. A's are hitting home runs tonight. That's why I said I like Laureano. So Olson is in play, definitely. He's not cheap, though. Olson is coming in on DK 5.3. Joey Votto. I like Joey Votto just as much tonight. He gets a platoon split against Brubaker for Pittsburgh. Totally crushing lefties this year. We know what Votto's done all year. He's still raking. He had a home run yesterday. So 11 home runs since the All-Star break. Great spot in the high end. Freddie Freeman's in a good spot. These guys are all bunched together. Same thing on our cheat sheet. So it's pretty much flip a coin, take a pick of your best first baseman, and run with it. You got Vlad Drill going up against a righty. He's actually hits righties better than lefties. So they're your top pay-up plays tonight. If you want to go down a little bit, you got Anthony Rizzo at only $5K. We all know what he's been doing. He's got 3 home runs since he became a Yankee in 7 games. He had an RBI in 607. Gets a great matchup tonight against Gonzalez. Now Rizzo, a lot of people don't realize that Anthony Rizzo is actually a better hit. He actually hits lefties on the reverse split that he does righties. He's a reverse splits hitter. 224 ISO, 424 WOBA. So he's going to play at 5K. If you want to drop down, this is where your cheat sheet may come in handy. The cheat sheet is telling us the highest owned projected player right now is Mlb Dfs for the Astros. Diaz is first base, third base eligible on DK. He's only 2,600. He did drop a little bit. I just noticed he is batting 6 today against Bailey Ober. It's righty on righty though, but Diaz is going to be popular because of his price at 2.6. He's 329 WOBA, 206 ISO against righties and in reverse. Actually, good numbers against Diaz. And I just saw, I didn't mention him in my write-up, but I'll probably update it later because over his last 10 games, Diaz hitting 333, 667 slugging. He's got 4 home runs. So great spot, great match against Bailey Ober. Only problem is his spot in the lineup. He's in play. And then I see another guy who's getting some love is Bobby Bradley for the Indians. To me, Bradley's, kind of a boomer bust guy. He's now kind of going to settle into the cleanup spot in Cleveland. Righty on righty matchup today, which I really don't love, but good spot. He's got 238 ISO. Bradley's a lefty, right? No, so he's got the pot. He's got the split against Matt Manning. Manning's a gas can, so Bradley's in play. Problem is he hasn't been hitting like he did when he first came out. He's hitting 210 the last week, 170 the last month. But you got a guy at that price hitting cleanup against a guy like Matt Manning. He's in play. All right, so kind of sum it up. I like Votto up top. If you want to drop it, you can drop down 11 minutes Diaz. And we have one. Actually, we got one more guy, Jesus Aguilar for Miami in Coors. So if you're not playing Marquez, you got Aguilar batting third tonight. He's a power hitter. He's only 3.7. I don't know what DK is doing with these Coors stats, but he's only 3.7. Last 2 games, he's 3 for 7 with a home run, 2 doubles, 2 runs scored. So 3.7 is kind of cheap, but I said I do like Marquez tonight. You got to watch those. I really do think it's a thing where you notice a lot of these first games in Coors there's lower scoring than the next 2 games. So you got to be careful of that too. Jonathan Scope is dropped in price. He's down below 5K. He's like at 4.2 now, and it's not like he's slumping. He's got hits in 18 of his last 20 games. 329 average since the All-Star break. So you want to be different. Throw Jonathan Scope out there. Batting second against Cal Quantrill, who's another total gas can for Cleveland. All right, so once again, first base, you can look at our cheat sheet and run Diaz. Diaz is our top projected guy, and he's 15% owned. Or you can go up to a guy like Matt Olson or Joey Votto if you want to pay up. Right now, going to second base. So let me see, second base. Referring to your Fielder's Choice cheat sheet right now, we got 2 guys that are kind of looking at the ownership on DK. Jose Altuve and Jazz Chisholm for Miami in Coors. Jazz is 4,000. Altuve's 5.1. I'm not in love with too many guys at second tonight. I like Jonathan India a lot. I think he's becoming a cash play every night. So I'd have no problem playing India or Altuve. India's, since he became a leadoff hitter, he's slashing crazy slash, 305, 433, 500 since he became the leadoff guy on June 5th. So, but he's now going up though. You'll see him over 5K by next week. So he's in play, but I do agree with Altuve being in play. Jazz is in play because he's in Coors, got that power speed combo. My sneaky play tonight, second base, is DJ Lamehu. And I don't think I put DJ in my top plays in 2 months, but I just see tonight is a good night for LeMahieu. He's got a guy against Gonzalez, a type of pitcher that DJ likes. I think he probably has the most hit potential on the slate. And I can see a good 16 points or home run dong DJ tonight. I'm not saying he's a great cash play because he hasn't had a great season, but I like DJ a lot tonight. Tommy Edman, I think, is a decent decent little value play tonight. If you want to go be different for St. Louis, he's now leading off, going up against Mike Minor. Mike Minor, to me, is just a gas can. He totally crushes lefties. 382 WOBA, 142 RC plus, 262 ISO for Edmund. He also got that steal potential. Can definitely get you 16, 20 points on DK or FanDuel. All right, so if you want to be, well, this is interesting. So our cheat sheet is showing us Altuve and Chisholm are your top plays. Now on FanDuel, I guess our cheat sheet's agreeing with me. We got DJ as one of the top ownership guys because DJ is only 3,200 on FanDuel, 5,200 on DK. So there you go. If you're playing FanDuel, you can slot DJ in and feel comfortable. Ozzy Albies is also sitting there too. On DK, probably smarter to go with a guy like Chisholm, who's only 4K. Remember, DJ is 5,200 on DK. You're not going to get much of a value playing DJ on DK. But I do like him tonight. Anybody else? You got Brandon Rogers and Coors. I don't like the Coors game because the pitchers. I think there's two decent pitchers tonight. I'm not going to go crazy over Coors. But Rogers is way too cheap, though. Posting 357 over the last 10 games, 4 homers, 7 ribbies. Should be hitting second. I do like Rogers. But I'm not going crazy over this Coors game tonight. We got another note. Minute Maid Park is closed tonight. The roof is closed. All right, Nationals game is up. Nationals lineup's out. Soto is out. He felt a tweak in his knee last night in that last hit. So I know he's going for some tests today, but he's definitely not in the lineup today. So even the Nationals lineup is really watered down now tonight. So too bad that they. Who's got Kyle Moore? Kyle Moore going for Brinson. You can almost put Kyle Moore into sneaky GVP slot as a pitcher, especially with no Soto. When you got Robles leading off, Escobar second, Yadiel third, Bell fourth, Keybomb fifth, Luis Garcia, Barrera. So Kyle Muller, put him in your GBP pool for pitchers. All right, so let's jump to third base right now. Third base is a hot spot. Usually it's a pay-up spot for me. There's a few guys I definitely like. Let's look at our cheat sheet. Our cheat sheet is someone. I'll let him miss Diaz again because he's first and third base eligible. He's showing 50% ownership on DK. Then you got J Ram, was always a top play, but J Ram now is 6'4". To me, that's a lot of money. I love J Ram. It's a lot of money. He's going against Matt Manning, who is a gas can, but man, 6'4" is a lot. So that's our cheat sheet showing them as 2 top plays, both good numbers. Beside that, you got Manny Machado on DK. FanDuel, it's all about Jose Ramirez. 27% ownership. He's only 3,900 on FanDuel. So if you're playing FanDuel, lock in Ramirez. Just listen to our cheat sheet. It's telling us right now 365 low, but 279 ISO since last year. Against righties, J Ram's a play in FanDuel. If you want to play him, you have something against J Ram, I guess the other play is going to be either Manny Machado or I see Mike Moustakas is back playing again, is starting again tonight in Cincinnati. Some reason I don't think he's on DK. I'm pretty sure he's on FanDuel, but I think he may not be on DK. I got to look that up. But Moustakas is finally back tonight. All right, we have who else we got at third base? Looking at my top plays, I like Austin Riley a lot tonight. I got Austin Riley. The problem is he's no longer a cheap play. He's $5,100, but I think he's one of the hottest hitters in baseball right now. Third baseman, totally crushing. Where's his stats? He's since All-Star break hit 355, 481 WOBA, hit 2255 his last 2 weeks. Riley's a great play. Nolan Aronado, I think, may be the play of the night. So if you don't like a guy like J Ram, when Arenado is, I can't even find Arenado's price. It's like 5'4", I believe. 5'4", he can claim against Mike Minor. I'm looking at Arenado right now. He's got, Minor has allowed 8 of his 19 home runs, 18 of them against right-handed hitters. Arenado crushes lefties, 333 ISO, 423 WOBA. .319 average against lefties, and he gets a park upgrade, Busch Stadium. So I love Arenado today at 5-4. Another play I like is going to be probably low owned is Matt Chapman. Matt Chapman hasn't been doing nothing this year, but you couldn't ask for a better matchup tonight against Mike Folty. Chapman's got the power. Said Folty's giving up almost three home runs a game, I think I said it was. It's a major league record right now. So 2.79 home runs per 9. So that puts Chapman in play along with Matt Olson. And you want to go cheaper? I like Rogue Odor tonight. Anytime Odor's got the reverse split for the Yankees, and he does tonight against Marco, run out Odor. 299 ISO, 419 WOBA. It's a plus matchup. So I like Odor tonight. Batting 7th, too. And that's probably it for me at third. Said you can use Diaz. If you listen to our cheat sheet, is Diaz or J-Ram. Like them both. Diaz is your cheap play, your value play. You're probably going to you want to put Diaz somewhere if you're going to pay up, if you're going to pay $20K for Bassett and Burns. So if you like this first baseman so much, maybe you play Diaz at third. And then you can get an Olsen or a Votto at first base. Okay, shortstop right now. Take a look at our field source cheat sheet right now. First, Ahmed Rosario is running away with the ownership on DK at 13%, which 14%, which is kind of surprising for me. I'm not that I don't mind Rosario, because I've actually used Rosario a lot this year. I'm much surprised that he's the top projected. I mean, he's especially on FanDuel. He's only 2,900 on FanDuel. So you can definitely run him on FanDuel. So Rosario is much better, I know, against lefties. Manning's a righty, but still said Manning's a different pitcher. Manning's not a great pitcher right now. So, but he's been hitting good. 308, hitting 308, 116 WRC plus since the All-Star break. So he's hitting second. So I have no problem with that at all. Carlos Correa, he's our second projected guy at shortstop, and I do agree with it. He got a day off yesterday. Should be well rested tonight. So DK is on a 4,100. Gets a steal on DK. Streaky hitter. Now he's got hits those 7 in his last 9 games, so he's on a good streak. But no problem with Correa on $4,100. The top play, of course, is I think Trevor Story. If you have the money, Story's heating up. He's going on one. He had 2 home runs yesterday, double dong day. Now he's on a 5-game hit streak. We were 7 for 19. I think if you have the money, you play Story tonight. He's hot. He's at home. But he's not a must play. A couple other players I like, and the cheat sheet is throwing at us, is Wander Franco. Franco for Tampa tonight. Let me see where Franco was in the orders. I know Tampa's lineup is out. Franco batting third. Franco this year so far, if he's going to hit, he's going to hit from the right side of the plate. So 286 ISO, 399 WOBA, and he gets John Means tonight, who's a lefty. So park upgrade, Oriole Park, great weathered. So I have no problem playing a Wander at 5K. Anybody else we have there around is Miguel Rojas. So Miami's lineup is out now, right? And Rojas is hitting leading off. So you could use Rojas tonight if you don't play Marquez. He said I like Marquez though, but he's a line drive hitter. He's going to spray the ball to all parts of the field and cores. Good play. Then leave it. My favorite play to last is Kyle Farmer. I've been playing Kyle Farmer almost every night. He's still not high owned. Me just make sure Farmer's in the lineup now with Moustakas back. He should be, right? He's batting 6th, batting after Moustakas. Farmer right now is crushing the ball, and he's still sitting below 4K. Since start of July, 381, 439, 649. 3 more hits yesterday. Now hitting 350 over the last week. Kyle Farmer is still one of my favorite plays at shortstop at 3.9K on DK. It's probably about it. Let me make sure the cheat sheets don't anybody else out. It also likes Gleyber Torres a bit. Likes Harold Castro. It's Castro for Detroit. Castro's so cheap at 2,700. But once again, if you want to play the catch play, the poppy play, look at our cheat sheet, Med Rosario. And I really can't argue with it when you look at how hot Rosario's been. Cleveland. All right, so last position, outfield. Outfield is crazy. There's so many plays you can go with. Like always, I could sit here all night and go around all the plays. There's way too many of them. A lot of it depends on what team you're going to stack. Is there anybody you really have to have, don't have to have? Let me see. I think tonight a big play is the Yankees. The Yankees the highest implied tonight. They're all of them are in good spots. You got Judge. What Judge is the most expensive. Now here's I said Gonzalez has allowed 13 home runs to Rays this year. He's given up a 309 batting average. Judge 98.2 OPS. 8 of his home runs on 105 at bats are against lefties. Judge is in play. Probably more in play would be Giancarlo Stanton, who's another $1,000 cheaper. So he's a righty like Judge, same stats. Stanton's in play. George Springer, of course. Springer he's locked in, just crushing from that top spot. He's got a 1.256 OPS. That's freaking crazy over his last 57 at bats. 480 average over the last week. Springer at 5.7's in play against Nathan Eovaldi, especially when it gets to the Red Sox bullpen. Then Blue Jays can really crush. Jordan Alvarez is a top pay up. Definitely. He's actually mid-range. Alvarez's price has dropped. But 3 home runs over his last 8 games, crushes righties. I had Laureano. He's down shit canned. He got suspended PED. So he dropped on a value territory. So Michael Brantley's probably my top value play. He's still sitting there under 4K, killing righties. Ober is letting lefties totally slash him. 303, 380, 562. Get Astro lefties in your lineup if you can. Anybody else I like? Said all these A's, Marte, Mark Canha. I do like Miles Straw. Straw could possibly be your cheap play tonight. He's going to come in pretty low owned. $2,600 for Cleveland against Matt Manning. That's a nice sneaky punt play actually. He's got a home run, 4 ribbies over his last 10, leading off for Cleveland. I think Straw is actually a nice sneaky play. Lewis Brinson in course tonight, so I do see he is starting. And Brinson's batting cleanup at 2K against German Marquez. I mean, even if you like Marquez, you got a guy at 2K batting cleanup in Coors. You really should probably roll him out there. I mean, let me see his last 5 games. He's got 5 hits. So I mean, I've watched him play. I've seen him hit home runs. So Brinson at 2K. I'm curious to see what. I'm sorry, I didn't call up the cheat sheet. A cheat sheet, and this probably was before the Miami lineup came out. I'm curious to see what Brinson's ownership is going to be on the next update. Right now, our update is showing Nelly Cruz as the most projected highest ownership on DK. Anytime Nelly Cruz is playing against a lefty, Nelly Cruz in play, such as new team Tampa. Then the same guys I mentioned, Judge, Stanton, Nicky C for Cincinnati, Brantley, Tucker, Alvarez, all those Astros, all in play. FanDuel, our big 3 right now, if you're going to look at our cheat sheet, is Nelly Cruz, Judge, and Will Myers. Will Myers is only 2,400 on FanDuel right now. Going up against a lefty, and he crushes lefties for Arizona. So don't sleep on Will Myers tonight if you're playing FanDuel. All right, so that's pretty much going around the bases. I haven't made a core yet since it's only 5:30. All the lineups still aren't out. I'm probably going to run the Burns Bassett and then take it from there. But I will be in our Discord. I will be in our premium room. I will give out my core. It'll also be on my top plays. I'll update that before it's over with. It's pretty much it for around the bases then. By top stacks tonight, there's so many ways to go, but I do like the Orioles going up against Ryan Yarbrough in Tampa. In Baltimore, 85 degrees, 50% humidity, wind blowing out 10 miles an hour. I like the Orioles. Yarbrough's been really struggling. He's given up last start, gave up 5 runs on 4 hits in 5 innings against Boston. Giving up home runs though. I mean, he's letting a lot of balls fly into the seats this year. It's 1.42 per 9. So I like the Orioles tonight. He pitched against them a week ago. He gave up 6 runs on 8 hits. So look for Orioles right-handed power bats tonight. I would make my stack around Austin Hayes, Trey Mancini, and Ryan Mountcastle. Let me make sure all these guys are starting before I start running my mouth about them. I'm assuming Mancini, Mountcastle, and Hayes, right? And then you got Ramon Urias is about 5th tonight. Wow. Santana's dropped to 6th. So I guess Ramon Urias is in play because he's right-handed bat. Pedro Severino's got really decent ISO against lefties. So Severino can make a sneaky play in GPPs. And that's pretty much it. I see Richie Martin. Martin is starting with Urias. So both of them start tonight. Good stuff. And then I got the A's against Fulte. I gave it Fulte stats. Right now, he holds a major league record for getting most home runs per 9 in major leagues. Run out Matt Olson, of course, in the stack. Matt Chapman. Where's Jed Lowry? Is their lineup out? Their lineup's not out yet. So, but Olson, Lowry, Mitch Moreland, lefty against the righty, so you can probably play Moreland. All those guys are in play. So look at the A's tonight against Fulte, who's just a complete gas can. Now, on the other hand, Fulte is only 4-9. And we have seen the A's struggle against righties. The A's only have Olson and Mitch Moreland in your lap. They're lefties. Plus, Jed Lowry is a switch hitter. So you want to be different, run Fulte out in GBP at 4-9. If you can get 8 to 10 DK points from Fulte, doesn't get totally crushed, might be a good spot. And the other stacks I like the Yankees, I said. I like the Reds, I like the Braves tonight. And that's it beside price picks. Price picks right now, for some reason I can't see the screen right now, but if you're playing price picks, I have 2 top plays. And that is, we call it back up. I like Matt Chapman over 0.5 runs and RBIs. Take him on the over. And Stanton over 8 fantasy points. Like I said, I like these Yankees tonight. Stanton, I think, is a low at 8, especially going up against Marco Gonzalez, who's really struggled against right-handed bats tonight. Stanton, as a career, over 1 OPS, 41 homers against lefties in the career. So take Stanton on the over on 8. If I have any more pop up, I will throw them out there in our Discord. And that's pretty much it. I think that's pretty much it. We should be good tonight. I can't see if anybody has any questions here. So if that's it, good luck, guys. And we are out here. Thanks to G, my producer.
Yeah. No pressure. Yeah. All we do is dress and rest. Yeah. Shit, we on fresh dressed, living large, German whips in my garage. Most my partners caught the charge for all this love like Elder Barge. Fresh dressed, living large, German whips in my garage. Most my partners caught the charge for all this love like Elder We keep it rockin'. These chicks be flocking my cool. We keep it rockin'. Fresh eggs outside of my stoop. We keep it rockin'. They love to give us some play. We keep it rockin'. Homeboy, we got 'em.
Hit the club, roll with me, we gon' hit the club. I'm back now, my Mac down, on black like my background. From the back door to the VIP, no charge, I'm VIP. Jesse James don't need ID, reppin' FAM9D. Now go hop in the truck though, baby girl gon' move on your butt though. And you know I'm still rollin' with the thugs though, so holla if you need, cause I'm cut though. All about the paper, see you later, cause I don't wanna date her. Nah, that's not my flavor, and I'm high as a T.O. skyscraper. You know, hop in the Bentley or Rolls Royce, you know, hop in the whip with a couple bad chicks, you know, and I'll be lit all day, all night, you know, that's how we roll.
Fresh dressed, living large, German whips in my garage. Most my partners caught the charge for all this love like Elder Barge. Fresh dressed, living large, German whips in my garage. Most my partners caught the charge for all this love like Elder Barge.
German whips, fancy cars, they play the game but they know who the champions are. Every time we pull up it's like a damn bazaar. They scream our name, try to get us on the camera. Flashing lights, though I ain't the flashy type. I just push a big whips with the fastest pipe. Can't match his price, model nigga catch for life, but I still never pay the full package price. And fuck the laws, they can suck these balls. I'll be riding the fly shit till I rust the walls. Yeah, so pull up, nigga. What? Please stay, get pulled up in the trunk. Yeah, and my bass gon' bump. The thing I pack at my waist make your face go slump. Put me on the track, watch the place go dumb. D-O-R-O-N-T-O, the place I'm from.
Fresh dressed, living large, German whips in my garage.